What's up YouTube, Danny Hype here with another Dragon Ball Super deck profile. Today's deck, we got your boy, Son Goku, not to be mistaken with the untap Goku, but Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku, the dual attack leader. I think it's a really good leader. I did take it to my locals tournament this past week. I won the tournament going 3-0. A little quick update on my what I'm trying to do here with all these different decks that I've been building. So the goal right now, you guys, is to win a tournament with a different deck every week. My tournaments, I usually have, there's about 2 or 3 local tournaments in my area that I can attend. And I've been quite successful in the tournament so far. I think my overall record, I've been keeping track just because I've been doing so well. If I was doing poorly, I probably wouldn't be keeping track. But I think my record right now, from all the tournaments I played in, is 27 wins and 2 losses. I've won the majority of the tournaments, and I've been winning them with different decks. So I started off with my Vegeta. I started with Vegeta because he's my favorite character, so he was my first deck I played. Realized how powerful he was, and I started seeing other people playing him, and then I didn't want to play him anymore just because too many people were playing him. And he is very powerful, but I wanted to try other things and make them competitive too. I ended up winning my next tournament with the untap Goku, which I made a deck for with my other video. I really like that one. I made a Beerus deck with the 12-drop Whis win condition. I actually got that off a few times, and I won a tournament. With that one, and I came second in another tournament with that one. So that deck ended up going 6-1. But I dismantled it because I don't know. I don't think I had it quite there. Even though I won that one tournament, I wasn't 100% sold in it. But nonetheless, I got a win off the books with that deck. And then now we got Son Goku, the dual attack leader, and he's of the deck so far. I think he's one of my. Actually, I really like the other Goku, but this one was really fun as well. I also have a different format to show you guys the cards of my deck. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm using that Octagon program. If you guys have tried it out, if you guys are ever available to play some games, hit me up, and maybe we can test some decks together on the Octagon program. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the deck. And here it is. Hopefully this formatting will be okay compared to my last one. I'm just trying to test different things out, trying to give you guys some good content with good visual aids. And I just rewatched that beginning part of me talking. Hope you guys don't mind my rather disgusting facial hair. I'm trying to grow out the most raunchy, nasty facial hair that I can, just because it grows in all whatever. Just don't mind the facial hair. But here we go with the deck profile. I hope this works. I am using the Octagon program. I also play this game a lot with my friend, and I always try to find random people to play with. So if you guys want to, get some playtesting in, I'd love to playtest. Just hit me up in the comment section, and we'll try to set something up. But for now, this is the deck. So I'm going to go through each card and kind of explain how my deck works. Hopefully I can do this quickly. I don't want another 30-minute video. I'm trying to make this one short and sweet for you guys. But let's start off with my blue cards. We got our Bulma God Tempter. She's just for the mana ramp. We got our boy Boost Tech Piccolo. That's the staple, 4 of. We got Whis, the resting attendant. I only play 3. You don't really, you don't really need 4. But yeah, just another mana ramp card. 4-drop Beerus, just because he is so good. I just really like him. Although, actually no, yeah, I really like him. So I just play 4 of. We got those are our blue cards, our blue battle cards at least. Then we got our red battle cards, sorry. We got 4 Saiyan Cabba, probably the best 1-drop in the game. We got our 2-drop hit, 4 of. 3 Confident Botamo. I really like him right now just because there's a lot of that brawly going around, and just random things that you want to be able to kill that are usually active, and you wouldn't be able to kill them otherwise unless you waited for like turn 4 with Beerus or something. But he is good with getting rid of blockers and that pesky little brawly. Further Destruction Champa. I had this at 4 before, but with playtesting I found like I never used it as much as I needed to, and then I found out that I had harder times against little weenie decks, so that's why I added Destruction Terra Champa to help me deal with if they flood the field with a bunch of weenie guys. And then our other win condition, Lightning Fast Hit, to obviously go along with him to the whole evolve. The reason I really like Lightning Fast Hit is because your opponent's basically only playing with 6 life, because if they ever drop to 2, they're basically in insta kill range unless you're playing against yellow and they have Cold Bloodlust. But other than that, yeah, your opponent's playing with 6, and the idea here is to try to put in a lot of pressure with your leader. Then we got Objection again for the mana ramp. Our Senzu Bean, just because it's a really good card and it lasts for the turn, which will come into effect in a bit when I'll show you. And then this is probably the all-star of the deck, Encouraging Presence Monaka. You give your leader double strike and you draw a card. And with our leader, that works very good. This card started off pretty good until people started realizing and using Further Destruction Champa, because Further Destruction Champa cost 1 the same as same as this card here, Encouraging Presence Monaka, but the downside is Monaka you have to play during your main phase, so your opponent can either counter it and see it coming or prepare for it. Whereas Further Destruction, if they ever don't counter and let it through, you get to add 10k double strike out of nowhere, and it kind of like a surprise attack on your opponent. However, this one doesn't last for the turn, whereas we'll need that, as you'll see in a couple seconds. And then obviously 4 counters, is because this counter is just the best counter in the game. So the win condition here, the main win. So the one win condition is hit. Obviously, your opponent ever drops a 2, it's lights out, game over. And then the other one is our boy Son Goku. On his first side here, he just gets plus 1k for each energy you have, which comes into play It's a really good ability. I didn't think it was too good at first, but not having to use your own combo cards and them forcing them to always combo when you're swinging for like decent numbers, it's really good. But his flip side, which I'll awaken him right here, so his permanent, when you have 7 or more energy, he has dual attack. So that is why we use Bulma, Whis, and Objection, because we want to ramp up to that 7 point as fast as possible, so we can take effect of his dual attack permanent. And then his auto, once per turn, when this card attacks, draw a card, and then this card gains 1000 for each energy, just same as the other side. So basically he swings twice. When you have 7 energy, he swings twice, and you draw, but you only draw once. That's why we play Encouraging Presence Monaka, because he would give him double strike and we draw a card. So now he's swinging twice with dual attack, and that's a lot of damage and a lot of pressure from your leader. No other leader can attack twice like he can, and if you play other battle cards that have dual attack, you see how annoying they are to get off. They're really annoying. Like like Vados, the 5-drop Vados. She's really annoying, but she's easy to deal with. You just Beerus her the next turn, or you do whatever you can to stop her, and she's just off the field. Whereas our leader is on the field always, and he's swinging each turn for 2, which your opponent can't. Well, eventually they'll lose too many cards trying to eventually stop you, and if they ever go down to 2, you'll win with hit. The reason I don't like Further Destruction Champa as much as Encouraging Presence here is because this one is only once, like during the battle, and I just never found myself using it too much. I always had an Encouraging Presence, and I added to him, and then he already had decent numbers, and then I just comboed with whatever and finished with hit. So yeah, that's basically the deck. We got your Bulma, Whis, and Objection for the mana ramp. We got your basically essentials in boost attack Piccolo, our counter, and Senzu Bean. Senzu Bean also because it lasts for the turn. So if you Senzu Bean your leader, you Encouraging Presence Monaka your leader, you basically paid no energy. Your leader has plus 5k for the turn and can swing twice with double strike for the turn. So these 2 cards together, when you're swinging with your leader, when you have 7 energy, it's lights out. It's it's really hard to deal with. So that's why we play 4 of both of those. The red in our deck is obviously for the win condition of hit, so they're playing, your opponent's playing with 6 life. Saiyan Cabba is just the best 1-drop in the game, and it helps you self-awaken. That's a big thing in this game, you guys. When you play, if you have a deck that can't force awaken, you're probably going to have a bad time against a deck that can force awaken. So that's why Saiyan Cabba is a big part of this deck, to help you get to 4 health so you can awaken whenever you want, unless your opponent obviously pushes you in. Confident Botamo is just to help deal with pesky cards, and same with Beerus, Confident Botamo, and Destruction Terra Champa. They're all just to help you deal with cards that you just can't deal with on your own, like with that are either active or just pesky little things to help you get rid of. And yeah, that is the deck. I went 3-0 my local tournament. I played against the untap Goku. I played against a really good blue-yellow Vegeta. He just made the mistake of going down to 2 health, and that's where my hit win condition came, because Vegeta is obviously the hardest deck to play for almost any deck. But if you learn how to play against Vegeta, it's actually not so bad, although I probably should have lost that match. He had just a little small mind fart, and he didn't realize I had a hit and lightning fast hit, so that's why he thought he was safe at 2, which he wasn't. And then the last one for the finals, I won against a Brawly deck, and that one that was actually a pretty hard match too. I think it was harder than it was because I played it wrong. But then I only ended up winning because he also played it wrong. Or at least I think he tapped out. He ended up tapping out on one of his turns, and I ended up just winning off of that. But yeah, this deck, once you get your 7 energy out there, which is quite quick to do with all of our mana ramp, you're putting on tons of pressure, and it's just really hard to deal with a leader that has dual attack. But yeah, so that's the deck. Hopefully this one's short and sweet. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, of course. Maybe check me out on Twitch. I do play this game with my friend. We stream it sometimes on Twitch TV over there. I also stream a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, so this is my 4th different deck I've won a tournament with. I'm not sure what my deck's going to be yet. Maybe if you guys have a suggestion what you guys want to see win a tournament, hit me up in the comments, and I'll probably take it to the next tournament and attempt to win with it and do a deck profile on it. Yeah, hopefully this Octagon program was nice for you guys to see the cards. I don't know if you can actually see them too well. Hopefully you guys already know what the cards do, or hopefully I explained well enough. Any suggestions to help my YouTube channel better content? I have had people message me on Reddit and on Facebook giving me suggestions, like I'm going to add this deck list on the bottom of somebody on Reddit suggested that I add my deck list on the bottom so you guys can just see it in a nice little format there, so I'm going to do that for sure. Thanks again for that one. And yeah, and this is pretty fun making these deck profiles, so if you guys can help me improve it, please do. And yeah, see you guys next time.